And the kidnapping of 80 Turkish citizens by Sunni militants in the city of Mosul is pulling Turkey into the crisis in Iraq. Ankara has drawn criticism for its stance on the Syrian civil war. Now there are fears that its policies will draw it into a new battle it's not prepared to fight. Natalie Carney has this report.
Turkish workers in Iraq are heading home. Ankara has called back all of its citizens after the kidnappings of 31 truck drivers and 49 members of staff and their families from the Turkish consulate in Mosul.
After the call from our Prime Minister, we made an assessment to return because there is a serious panic in Baghdad. After all, this is not our war. God bless them.
The situation has caused great concern here, and the government is taking extra precautions.
Following the kidnappings, Turkey has been taking the vulnerability of its citizens across the region very seriously. Over the weekend, Ankara pulled its diplomatic staff from the Libyan city of Benghazi and urged all its nationals to leave the east of that country amid mounting security concerns there.
Professor Vehbi Beysan is an expert on Turkish and Middle Eastern foreign policy. He says Ankara's position on Syria has been criticized as partisan, supporting the Sunni militia that has rampaged its way across northern and central Iraq.
They are very nervous and angry about Turkey's Syrian policy because they see that Turkey, by supporting Syrian opposition, that is to say supporting Sunnis, basically that decision is against Alawites in Syria.
Like it or not, Turkey is enmeshed in a web of religious conflict. Syria's Alavis belong to a branch of Shia Islam, the dominant form of Islam in Iran and Iraq. Turks are mainly Sunni Muslims. It is a Sunni militia who are trying to carve out an Islamic State from parts of Syria and Iraq. Turkey could also be dragged into the crisis through its own Kurdish community.
Now we are in a new page where if ISIS turns against Kurds in northern Iraq and in southeastern part of Turkey, this is to say the Iraqi border, Turkish-Iraqi border, the Kurds will be also reacting to that, and things may go so seriously.
The majority of the Turkish people say they're exhausted by the Syrian conflict, and many polls show they don't want to be dragged into another fight. But until its 80 citizens are returned safely, Ankara appears to have little choice but to keep all options open, including a military one. Natalie Carney, CCTV, Istanbul, Turkey.